So there's this guy, he sees a very, very interesting post on social media by a beautiful woman. So a beautiful woman made a post, he sees it and he's like, this is nice, this is something for me, right? So apparently the woman, needs a gym body. So maybe she's a little bit obese, she wants to get in shape, pull off some weight, and she noticed that she's always, lacking the appetite of going to gym. So she's always feeling, lazy to get to the gym, but she really, really wants to gym, right? Boom. So she thought to herself that, okay, I think the best way for me to get to the gym or for me to achieve my gym goals is to have a friend. If I can have a friend, somebody that can motivate me, somebody that if I'm feeling lazy to go to the gym, once I think about this person, right, this person will be like a motivation for me to go to the gym, right? Boom. So she made a post, say, I'm in so 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 city. I gym at so 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 place. She has maybe like some type of following. I don't know, maybe she has a huge following, or she has, some substantial, she has a substantial amount of following, right? Boom. So she made the post saying, I'm in so 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 city, I gym at so 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 place. So if you are within this city and you know this place among my followers, come to the gym, let's meet, let's be gym buddies, right? So this guy now seeing the post, is in the city and he knows the particular place this lady gyms, right? So he reached out to her that, okay, I got you, we can gym together, I know the place you are gymming, not far from my area, woo, 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 right? Boom. So they meet the next day, right? And they do their gymming activities, they eat it off and they say that, okay, the lady says that, well, the guy is, fun to be with, the guy is, really, really nice. She flows well with the guy. The same thing too. The guy too feels, okay, he flows well with this lady, right? So, along the line, maybe I would say maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, of being gym buddies, right? Because I don't think it makes sense for you to meet somebody today and confess your feeling to the person, today, just because, of their shape or because of the way they look, right? So boom, let's say 3 weeks down the line, right? So this guy confesses his feeling to the lady. He was already catching feelings for the lady because, they are vibing well, communicating well, everything is cool with them, right? But the lady turns him down. She turns him down. She's like, no, I'm not really, really interested in, extracurricular activities. I only want to focus on gymming. I just need you to be my gym buddy. Let's just be gym friends. I don't need anything again, outside of that, right? Cool. So the guy is not offended. The guy understands, he's not offended. He's like, okay, no problem. Let's be gym buddies, right? The girl too, she's not offended that, the guy is starting to develop feelings for her. There are some times that ladies, they want something, but men tend to go for another thing, right? So sometimes a woman can just feel like, okay, since this guy is already feeling this way about me, I think I should excuse myself, right? But this lady does not feel that way. She still feel good about the guy, even though the guy is already having feelings for her, right? So boom, right? Then they continue gymming, right? They continue their gymming bodies. So let's say a week or 2 weeks after the guy, told her his intention, right? So let's say 2 weeks after, right? They are in the gym doing their things, doing their gymming bodies. I help you squat, I help you lift this, I help you do that. Then a lady, very, very beautiful lady, walks up to the guy, and the guy starts chatting with the lady, but it's as if they know each other, right? It's as if they know each other. So they talk, woo, 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 right? And this lady gets offended that this guy that is a gym body, spoke to this lady without introducing her. You understand what I'm saying? So she's offended that the man had a full-blown conversation, right, with another lady without telling the lady that, hey, meet my friend, hey, meet my gym buddy, hey, meet my this, hey, meet my that, she's offended. So let's know why she's offended. Because to me, I'm looking at her that, are you normal? But let's know why she's offended.
So I just walked out on a man in the middle of our workout at the gym because he tried to play in my face. Now, to give you a little backstory, this man has been following me. I met him once a while ago. He's been following me. I made a post about needing to get back in the gym and how I'm being inconsistent. He was like, I can help you. I took him up on the offer. He's cool. I was like, okay, cool. Let's just be gym buddies. That's it. Like, I need somebody to hold me accountable. And that's fine. So we did go work out. Everything was cool. The first time we worked out, it was good. I was like, hey, you want to do this again? Like, it was cool. Now, after the workout session, he did express romantic interest. Do I know that men are attracted to me? Yes. I'm not stupid doodle dumb. But does that mean I'm about to be with you, date you? No, we're just doing the gym thing. I very much keep men at an arm's length and a distance at all time. But he was like, if you ever want to go on a date, I am feeling you. I was like, I know you were attracted to me because, again, I'm not stupid. But I'm like, let's do the gym thing. I think this is good. I'm not really looking to, date right now. We're just going to be gym buddies. So we're in the gym today, right? We're doing our workout. Everything's going well. And then there was this woman that approached him. So I don't say nothing. I just kind of looked at her. Now, she did look my way and she was like, hey, I saw you. And I was like, oh, my God, that's my dad. Turns out the woman is his daughter. Now, we had just talked about the daughter. I think the first time we worked out, we talked about the daughter. So I'm familiar with her. She's not familiar with me, right? So they're having about a 3-minute conversation. They chopping it up, as they should. But at no point during this conversation did he even look over to me or did he even say, oh, hey, that's my friend Sheila. We're working out. Simple. We're gym buddies. All you could have did was introduce me. But you didn't. So she walks away and he kind of seems like we're about to continue this workout. To which I got off the machine and I was like, yeah, I'm uncomfortable with that. I felt very unseen. Like, we're platonic friends and you could have just introduced me. Now, you did express romantic interest. And with you having romantic interest, you should have for sure introduced me. Which lets me know, like, are you hiding something? You ashamed of me? Because I'm that girl. What you got to be ashamed of? What you hiding me for? I can't be hidden. I show up too big. I thought about interjecting myself, but why would I do that? This is your daughter. You two were having a conversation. You could have just simply turned to me and said, hey, this is Sheila. This is so-and-so. So it lets me know you're not ready for me. If we were to date, you're not the type of man that I need you to be. Because if you express a little romantic interest in me, there was no way that you shouldn't have introduced me to your daughter. You're not trying to, for whatever reasons. I don't have time to figure out why. I don't care of the reason why. I'm gone. Because you asked me to be here. You reached out to me. You were like, hey, I'm adamant about working out with you. If it was platonic, it could have been an introduction. Either way, I don't play that game. So I left. It looks like I will be going back to work out by myself. But I'm like, if you couldn't stand up and be a man and be a leader and just introduce in the friend stage, there's no future with us. And if it really were friends, if we truly were friends, you could have introduced me. So I don't know what the game is, but I'm not here to play it.
Okay, so ladies, do you support a way of thinking? Because this is a thinking pattern, and a behavioral disability. So honestly, I don't know where that came from, but ladies, do you agree with that? Do you think, like, a thinking pattern or a way of thinking is correct? Like, is this good? Is this correct? And as a guy, if you were the guy that is dealing with this woman, how would you react? Because okay, she said she got off the machine and left. Maybe she didn't, because to at least, if I'm okay, putting myself in the guy's shoe, right? I finished talking with my daughter and now she's having attitude. I won't even look at her again. I will just continue doing my workout, because she already made it clear. She already made her stand clear. So I won't even bother to look at the side. I will just, continue doing my work. So I won't even ask. But later on, if I now find this video online, of her talking about what happened between me and her, then maybe I would feel in a way. You understand what I'm saying? But as a guy, how would you feel? You understand what I'm saying? Seeing this video, like she's talking about you, openly, and how you feel? Let me know in the comment section.